Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Pan TheOrganizer. So today I'm doing a review of a brand new polisher, and it's the Rupes Bigfoot HLR75 Mini with iBrid technology. So this is a cordless polisher, battery operated, super lightweight, but high performance. We're going to talk about all the features in this video. By the way, quick disclaimer, this is not a sponsored review. Nobody paid for this video. Rupes did not send me this tool. I ordered it myself online. And by the way, I'll leave links to the products and all the tools we'll be talking about today in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. So all you have to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So we're going to be going over the tool itself, giving you all the features, of course, show which tool it currently replaces, for me at least, in the Rupes lineup, shows everything that comes in the kit, whether you get it as a standalone or as a part of a pack called the Beta Kit. So what comes in there, we're going to talk about the polishes and also some new microfiber polishing pads that Rupes has unveiled. Are they as good or better compared to the Meguiar's DA system pads that we've been used to now for a few years? More on that later in this video. What this tool is, once again, so this is the Bigfoot HLR75 with iBrid technology. So the iBrid technology means that it's cordless or battery powered. You can get an adapter, by the way, if you want to use it corded. But the cool thing is with these batteries, which are, if you can have a look here in the front, these are 18 volts, 2.5 amp hour lithium ion powered. They are good for 35 to 40 minutes of continuous use, and that's actually being quite conservative. And the charging time is only 30 minutes. So it takes less time to charge them than time that you have to operate them. So when you're cycling through the two batteries that comes with the kit itself, well, it's actually, you can use it all day that way if you want. By the way, if you get it as a tool only, it comes with the charger itself. Once again, very quick charging. In half an hour roughly, you're going to get the full charge, and two batteries in the kit. So you get a separate spare battery, and they have this cool little indicator here with the lights up front that tells you the level of charge of your batteries. Or you can get it as a part of a bigger kit called the Beta Kit. So it has this awesome carrying case. So if you lock it, it has a handle for you to transport the, let me show you a close-up if you guys want to see this up close. So if you want to transport your tool, it has the cool Rupes logo. And inside there, you have a bunch of cool things. So you unlock it and you open it up. So it's like a treasure chest. There's a few polishes that it comes with, a few different foam pads, some wool pads as well. Basically accessories that you need to do a good job. So I really liked the way this kit looks. It allows me to store the tool as well if need be, or I can have it hanging on my polishing rack. But more about this tool. So when would you use this? Obviously, you're not going to use a tool like this to polish your entire vehicle. What this was designed for is basically some edge work polishing and also spot repair. So I was lucky enough to attend the SEMA 2022 show in Las Vegas, and I was able to talk with a legend in the car detailing industry. First time I met him in person, by the way. So I was kind of starstruck. Such a nice person, Jason Rose. So he's the director of global training now over at Rupes, but he has over 40 years of experience in the detailing world and also worked for 20 years over at Meguiar's, and he was one of on my understanding, he was one of the responsible people for creating that DA microfiber cutting discs and the DA entire kit that was available at Meguiar's that has been there for probably over a decade at this point, a staple in the industry. Many people out there, including myself, have used the Meguiar's DA microfiber cutting discs and their DA system, which worked super well. And my understanding is that Jason now is also did some collaborations with people in development over at Rupes, and they came out with these new microfiber discs. So more on that later in the video, but some very good innovation, and we're going to talk about those. But back to the tool. So the tool itself is super lightweight. How light? Well, the exact quotes is 1.46 kilos or roughly 3.2 pounds, and that's with the battery. So you can operate this either with one hand operation if you want. You can use it palm down if you want as well, or two-handed, regardless of how you want to hold it. The ergonomics, like all Rupes polishers, is second to none. And by the way, if you look at this, this is not some knockoff or things like this. This is actually made in Italy, like all the Rupes polishers. So this is some high quality stuff. What I enjoyed here in the front, they took this trigger like the one they have on the pneumatic line. So when I was over at Destination Obsessed Garage in Helen, Georgia, about a month ago now at this point, or maybe a bit more, with Matt Mormon from Obsessed Garage, he had the pneumatic polisher, and I loved that trigger to activate it. On the side here, you'll see there's now it's turned off, but there are actually 5 speeds on this, ranging from 3,000 RPM all the way up to 5,500 RPM. So 5 speed settings. So you'd technically use speeds 1 or 2 if you're doing some sanding. And then, let me give you a close up here. And then you'd move up to speeds 3 or 4 when you're doing polishing. So the sweet spot for me when I'm doing polishing is using speed number 3. Always make sure, click to turn it off when you're not using it. That's why you're not using the battery. But the battery operation, once again, this clip here in the front for an easy release. You put your new battery in, and you're good to go. Only 1.46 kilos, again, 3.2 pounds with the battery. How light is this? Well, it's lighter than the corded version. So this here is my trusted HLR75 Mini from Rupes. And this, once again, 3-inch backing plate. So same size backing plate as this new HLR75 with iBrid technology, the mini polisher. So both have 3-inch backing plates. And so this corded version here is much heavier. And of course you have the cord. So for me now, this baby here is so practical that it will be replacing the corded version. But another key benefit that I had noticed when using this, and this was talked about by Jason Rose and a bunch of others, is you're going to notice how much more torque you're getting out of this. So even though it's cordless, you're actually getting more power. Also, the orbit, they found the perfect balance of this one at 12 millimeters orbit. So it's a perfect balance between sanding, which typically use smaller orbits around 8 millimeter, 6 millimeter, that kind of thing, and the bigger 15 or 21 millimeters for polishing. So it's kind of that sweet spot over at 12 millimeter for the orbit itself. Again, a 3-inch backing plate, lots and lots of torque. You're actually going to be surprised. That's why you don't have to go all the way up to the highest speed setting, speed 3 or 4 when you're polishing paint, and you're going to be good with this. Once again, you're not going to use this kind of tool with a smaller backing plate to polish an entire vehicle. It would take forever. That's when you have your bigger tools in their lineup, like the LHR 15 Mark III or the LHR 21 Mark III, that kind of stuff, with the bigger 5-inch and 6-inch backing plates, because you're covering more surface, right? So when would you use this pan? Well, either you're using some edge work polishing, right? The contours on a vehicle where you need a smaller backing plate, or some spot repair. So imagine you have just a defect on a specific area. You're going to do a spot repair on that. But basically you're going to be used this if we're looking at the polishing, which was the main interest for me. If we can have a closer look here at the head, just once again, the ergonomics and the design of this bad boy is second to none. So polishing your lights, whether it's tail lights or headlights, this one here is going to be a game changer at how practical, lightweight, and compact this is. If you're polishing pillars, A pillars, B pillars, C pillars, regardless, right? They're smaller, so you're not going to use the bigger backing plate machines for that. You're going to use machines like this, the smaller ones. If you have some bumpers to polish, especially the intricate areas on the bumpers, you're going to use a polisher like this. If you're having to polish your mirrors, often the mirrors, some intricate designs on them, they're a smaller surface compared to a hood or a larger door panel, for example. Also, if you have some piano black trim, this is perfect for that. The size is absolutely nuts, and the way you have it in your hand, it's, yeah. So available, again, as a tool only. So you get the tool, 2 batteries, and the charger for roughly between 500 to 550 bucks, US dollars, by the way. Again, check the links in the description for the most up-to-date pricing, or a bit more expensive if you want to buy the kit with the pads, the polishes, microfiber towels, and of course this cool T-lock box that you can put it into. The performance on this, again, the torque that you're getting out of this, I'm laughing because it's going to take you by surprise, I'm telling you. And this is also another cool thing for those of you who it's important, the level of noise. This is a lot quieter of a machine compared to even the LHR75 Mini, which is a small polisher, so it doesn't have as much sound as the bigger ones. The battery technology, I think this is some of the best as far as the polishing technology goes. I hope they are going to look into making some battery powered versions of their bigger polishers. So the LHR 15 Mark III and the LHR 21 Mark III. I think if they can find a way to make those cordless, Who knows if it's in their future plans, but I think they proved with this one just how good their cordless tech is. I already had the iBrid Nano, so the smaller polisher for 1-inch or 2-inch polishing with capabilities for rotary and dual action. But this one here is like, you need a lot of them, right? You need the smaller ones for those super intricate designs. You need this for the B-pillars once again, for mirrors, for headlights, for intricate areas on bumpers, for example, all that kind of stuff. It is very good to have in your arsenal. And then you have the bigger 5-inch or 6-inch plates for the larger panels, the doors, the rest of your vehicle, right? So with those, I do roughly 80 to 85%, but you still need some smaller polishers for different areas. And this one here takes the cake. This, by the way, is a random orbital or DA, dual action polisher. And if you want to hear the operation, by the way, let me make you hear this. So let's put it on speed number 2 to give you an idea. And now let's try speed number 4. So I don't know how well or not it translates on camera with the mic, but this is much quieter compared to the LHR75 Mini, and that one is the corded version. So more practical, lighter weight, more torque, more performance, fantastic runtime. The ergonomics on this machine are absolutely nuts. I mean, look how small it is. I'm smiling. I like when companies like these continue to push the envelope of innovation and come up with designs that we're not used to. Once again, super well balanced tool. I'm holding it on 2 fingers right now. Very well balanced, and Rupes is known for their awesome designs, and this is second to none once again. So great job to the entire Rupes team. Now, I also want to give a shout out to a person I met at a recent Koshemi event last summer in Atlanta, and his name is Shad Stoker. So he has a distribution website for car detailing supplies, and it's called Budco. He's out of Salt Lake City, Utah in the USA. And when I had met Shad, super nice guy, by the way. Hi, Shad, if you're watching this video. And yes, his name is Shad, S-H-A-D, so Shad. And so he told me, Pan, did you try the new microfiber discs from Rupes? And I say, no, I didn't have a time to get acquainted with them yet. He says, when you have a chance, you absolutely have to try them. So of course, I had to order some and been testing some in the larger size. So 5-inch on my LHR15 Mark III, by the way, which I ordered recently. That replaces my LHR Mark II. So absolutely love those machines as well. Super well balanced once again. Hopefully, again, you guys are working Rupes for some cordless versions. Take some notes. But yeah, so they released these new microfiber polishing pads. Now, don't quote me on this, but my understanding, when Jason Rose used to work for Meguiar's, he was part of the development team of the DA microfiber system, which included the world-renowned DA cutting and polishing discs, right? So microfiber, over a decade ago, that was a revolutionary thing in the detailing world, and pretty much all detailers use those pads, or at least know about them. Now that Jason is a part of the development team over at Rupes and is also their director of global training, he probably had his word to say about this. And I can tell you guys, it is the first time in the microfiber world that I see something comparable, or perhaps even a bit better, that also not only cuts but finishes down well these microfiber pads. The only thing that I noticed is that, so this one here is their blue, so they keep the same theme going compared to their foam pads, by the way. So you have the DA fine foam pads for your polishing stage. They also have the white one for the ultra fine, and you have the blue pads, which are their coarser one, made for compounds, right? So this is a denser, more rigid foam on the compound, and you have this softer, plusher one on the foam. This, by the way, these two are the new foam pads that they released with this curved edge design. So these are the 3-inch pads. So they continued the same level with the microfiber pads. So you get the white one, which is their ultra fine finishing polish. Then they call this one the DA fine polishing, the yellow one for microfiber. Look how nice and thick that is. And then they have the DA coarse, the cutting pad, that's in blue. However, this one here is so rigid and not very pliable. So of course, when you use them with a bit of heat, they become a bit more pliable, but this I found was still rigid. And this for me would be a more rare use case scenario, should I say. So only if you have super deep scratches or swirls is when you'd pull this out. Because I mean, there's so much transfer. Look how thick this is and dense. There is so much transfer of energy that, yeah, you don't need this level of cut on pretty much anything all the time. What you do need is, it's funny because they call the yellow one their DA fine polishing pad, but for me, this is the one I'd use with a compound. So for if you have some heavier swirls or scratches or oxidation for the compound stage, I would pull actually the yellow microfiber cutting disc, because don't forget, microfiber discs in general have more cutting capabilities compared to their foam counterparts, right? So this is a very good disc for the compound stage. So this yellow one, the microfiber fine polishing pad, and you can use this in combination when you're compounding with the DA coarse high performance, their cutting compound. So this here is their polishing compound, the blue bottle. So they made the code to be easy to use, right? They have their blue bottle for the compound, and they have the blue foam pad if you're using the phone system. And then they have the yellow foam pad and the DA high performance yellow. So this one here, the yellow one, is the polish, and the blue one is the compound itself. So this one here is for the refining or the polishing stage. I would really like you guys to test out this combination. So the blue DA coarse compound with the yellow microfiber cutting disc, and thank me later. This is going to be an awesome combination. So yeah, I did notice that the yellow one is just perfect for the majority of the work you're going to be doing in compounding. And really, if you have those ultra deep scratches, if you're not quite to the level of needing some wet sanding, but need something more with even more cutting capability, there's this. And that's why I think they call it the extreme cut microfiber pad. So this will be more rare that you use it, but still have it in your arsenal. Once again, thanks, Shad. You were right. The new microfiber discs from Rupes are absolutely amazing. So I like to give credit where credit is due. And Shad was the one that introduced me to that. So yeah, you guys got to test that. If you did, by the way, did you also find the same thing? So that yellow microfiber cutting disc is better for the compound stage. And did you try using it with the Rupes blue compound, their DA course? These are their new bottles. And I hear, by the way, also, correct me if I'm wrong, but Jason Rose had something to do in the development of the polishing compounds as well. So yeah, shout out to all the team. They were fantastic. They greeted me super well at the booth at SEMA, and I was able to talk tech with Jason over there. So it was a nice moment to interact with him. It was nice to meet him in person. So guys, by the way, I remind you that all the links to these products and tools I'll put in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If that's the case, smash the thumbs up button that's under the video. That shows me your support. It also helps with the YouTube algorithm. Share this video with family and friends like all my other videos. This also helps the channel to continue growing as we're on the quest for 1 million subscribers coming soon. We're close to that goal, and we have over 105 million views on this channel at this time, all thanks to you guys. I'm happy to consider you guys being a part of the Pan TheOrganizer family. So in the meantime, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.